Orientation batch, everyone. Those who are there in ABM morning, welcome again. Today is just the orientation batch. Orientation means I won't teach you the subject as such, just an overview. Good evening. Hi everyone. Good evening to all. Hi Saiju. Hi Santi. Good evening everyone. How many of you have newly joined today only? How many of you have newly joined for BFM batch today? Just write new if you have newly joined today. Yeah. Hello, yes. Those are watching on YouTube, yes, Saurabh, okay. Just write new, okay? If you have newly joined. So, good evening. So kindly note, see this. You all guys who have newly joined and those who don't know me, okay? So my name is Vishal Mantri and I'll be holding your BFM classes, all the 4 modules, okay? I'll be holding your BFM classes, all the 4 modules. Also, ABM I'll be holding morning, at morning 6 a.m., 6 to 7. And BFM will be at the same time, 9 to 10. ABM I'll be holding module A and module C, okay? So, just to give my brief intro, the old students might be knowing me already. Brief intro. I worked in all the departments of banks, right from retail to corporate finance, then trade finance and treasury. Worked in all the major banks of the world. I worked in Citigroup, in Citibank. Okay? Yeah. Acha, ABM BFM pending. Acha. Okay, Shaiju. Yeah, I remember your name. So, I worked in all these major banks in the world, the Citibank and DBS Development Bank of Singapore, in all the departments, as a senior position also, and left the banking earlier to take the classes. So now I am taking the classes as well as other business, not only classes, many businesses. Okay. So you are in the safe hands. All this BFM, I have taught it for almost, I'll tell you, 2014 or 13. Yeah, since 13 I am teaching ABM BFM. Okay. I've seen all the 3 portion changes. 3 portion changes I have seen. 3 to 4 now. I think so. Yeah, 3 were there. So 3 portion changes I have seen and gone through all these previous papers also. I know every year students tell me about the papers. So you are in the safe hands. Firstly, understand, and topic is very good. BFM, interesting topic. Okay, let's move on. See this. Basically, ABM, BFM, ABFM, and BRBL. These are the 4 subjects which you have compulsory. Out of this, ABM introduction I have already given in the morning, 6 a.m. batch. Okay. Now I'll just cover BFM because ABFM also I have given the introduction and BRBL also I have told that. So the point over here is, see this. Just I'll give you the hint for the new students who are not there in the morning for ABM. So kindly note, in ABM you have numericals in module A and module C, roughly 20 to 30% numericals. In module B and D you have theory, no numericals. Okay. So A and C you have numericals plus theory. Yeah? When I say numerical, it doesn't mean only numerical. It has theory also. That is in ABM. For BFM, all the 4 modules, all of them have numericals. All of them. Huh? You can't leave even a single module over here. Okay. So international banking, risk management, treasury management, and balance sheet management. These are the 4 modules. Out of these 4, kindly note, international banking. This is totally related to Forex. Totally to Forex means it includes all the numericals, case studies, big case studies. Then facilities to exporters, importers, then various roles of various organizations, RBI, FEMA, FEDI, ECGC. Then you have derivatives over here. Then you have the gift city, and then you have technology part. So this module A is totally related to Forex mainly. Module B is related to risk. Risk management means name only says risk. This is the most important module in BFM, most important and most difficult also. We'll be starting with this module only. Tomorrow we'll be holding the class for risk management. Okay? So tomorrow we'll be starting with risk management. Those who are watching on YouTube, kindly join the classes ASAP, paid classes. Why? Because only 1 or 2 videos are available on YouTube free. Afterwards you'll have a paid version. Module B is the toughest module in BFM, and I'll tell you it's most important. Why? Because module C and module D, module C is treasury and module D is balance sheet. Module C and D are dependent on module B. Module C and D are dependent on module B. Okay? So treasury management and balance sheet management, they are dependent on risk management. Module B is the biggest one. Okay, I'll give you the chapters also which are difficult. I'll give you the idea over here. But I'll tell you one important part. It is more interesting. Very interesting. The topic will clear many of the concepts in your mind related to this corporate banking or the bonds. Many concepts will be cleared related to risks. Okay? Then ABFM, I'll just give you the details. In fact, they'll be discussed in that class also. But I'll just give you a gross level. You have numericals in module B and C in ABFM. In module A and D, you don't have numericals. You have theory only. Management process and emerging business solutions. No numericals. BRBL complete theory. No numericals. Okay? In all the 4 subjects, you'll have case studies. Case studies are to the level of, see this. In ABM, you have roughly 30 to 40 marks case study. In BFM, you have roughly 40 to 50 marks case study. Depends on your luck. Either it can be 40 marks case study or 50 marks. In ABFM, around 40, again 30 to 40. See this, ABM, ABFM and BRBL. You will have around 30 to 40 marks case study. Around 6 case studies or roughly 7 case studies generally. 30 to 40, average is 35. But BFM you will be having many case studies. Because BFM is that's why BFM is called as the toughest subject in CAIIB. Toughest one. Okay? Then you have elective, rural HR, IT, central banking and risk. Already in the morning also I told you. Rural HR. Majority of the students select rural and HR only. Why? Because it is easy to pass. IT and central banking. IT, central banking and risk. These are domain special electives. Domain special means if you are in the domain of IT, if you have worked in, if you have done your BE in IT, or if you are working in IT of the banking for many years, then only take IT. If you have worked with RBI as in any role, worked with RBI, or in your bank only you are working while dealing with RBI, okay? In that case also you can take this central banking. Central banking is totally related to RBI. Third is risk. If you are very much liking the BFM subject, you like this very much, and you have more interest in risk, then only take risk. Okay? Otherwise, don't take risk management. The best elective to pass is rural and HR. Okay? I always tell my students, if you want to study risk management more, what I would suggest is first clear your CAIIB using rural or HR. Once you clear CAIIB, you get the 2 increments, then go for separate risk management exams, isn't it? So do it that way. Got it? Now, how to succeed in your exam? Success mantra. Basically, see this. This is a general thing given in all the exams. You should do. If you follow this, you'll definitely clear the exams. Create a study schedule, right? So study schedule needs to be created. Means what? Study schedule, a timetable. Eat healthy, very important. Eat healthy. Health is wealth. Very important part. Okay, otherwise what happens? You study the whole duration given, and in the end you fell sick and you can't go to the exam. So that's not worthy. Okay. So study, eat healthy, very important part. Revise effectively. Go through the revisions. Now, when will you revise? Here, I would always suggest you all these things are not possible for you. All these things means these can means sometimes you can't follow all these steps. I would suggest follow the classes religiously and follow the PDFs which I gave. I'll give you again. The new joinees, I'll give you the PDFs for ABM BFM. Complete PDFs I give. Follow the ebooks of Adda 24/7. Follow the tests. Tests are very important on the Adda 24/7 website. They will give you the real feeling of the exams. So revise effectively. Take breaks. Okay. Organize your study space. Take breaks means take relief, relax. Okay, relax for some time. Don't just be under the pressure. Because what happens, many of the students take pressure. CAIIB karna hai. It will happen. Don't worry. The more you are cool, the more you are patient, the more you are very calm, the more chances are yours to clear the exam. Organize your study space. Okay, keep the study material ready wherever you are studying. Ask for help. See here, in help, you have got at Adda 24/7 also, you have got many avenues for help. We have got the AI supporter also. Okay, so AI supporter is also there in Adda 24/7. You can ask for the help anytime. You can raise the question on that AI help and you'll get the answer immediately. Avoid distractions. Avoid going to unnecessary chats, unnecessary parties. Avoid going there. Okay? Practice an old exam. Practice on old means, see here, in old exams is not possible because CAIIB doesn't give you any paper. But what you can do is, in Adda 24/7, we have taken the tests. Practice on those tests. Those are taken from the earlier papers also, recollected questions. Manage your stress. Again, health is wealth. Okay? Manage your stress. Because without management of stress, if you take too much stress in life, nothing happens, to be frank. Chinta चिता के समान है. Okay? Chinta चिता के समान है. Got it? So, this already you know, so forget it. How much time is required for CAIIB preparation? And this I have discussed just now only, study material and all these things. Okay, so same things. So kindly note your study material. You must know the syllabus. That's obvious. Obviously, you should know the syllabus. How much time should you study? Now, study is minimum 1 hour daily, but 1 hour daily means what to study. For that, knowledge of syllabus is a must. You must know what is required and what is not required. Sure, very important part over here is, many times what happens, we go on studying and then we understand that whatever we have studied is of no use. So such thing should not happen. Okay? So importantly remember, knowledge of syllabus is a must. What is required, what is not required to be studied, that is a must. Focus on the important topics. Now, what are the important topics while studying? Whenever you are studying for 1 hour or 2 hours, somebody might be studying for 2 hours also. Whenever you are studying, what are the important topics here? The topic which is important for me may not be important for you. Kindly note, the topic which is important for me may not be important for you. Why? Suppose if I am here, I am an engineering graduate. So for me, maths is very simple. But there are some students who have come from BCom. For them, maths will be difficult. Because here in CAIIB, you have almost engineering maths. A lot of engineering maths is there. So that's why I say, what is important for me may not be important for you. So prepare your own points. For that, you need to go through the notes. Now, books is not possible. I'll give you one firm understanding that you need not follow the books, to be frank. You need not follow the books. You follow only the classes, ebooks, tests, and the PDFs, handouts which we share. Only that much is enough to clear your exam. Not only clear, come up with the flying colors. Okay? So minimum 1 hour daily. This 1 hour daily is generally covered in the Adda 24/7 classes only. So you need not study later. If you want, if you want to score, I would always suggest you 1 hour class plus something else. Okay? Always try to avoid the wastage of time. So those who are watching on YouTube, kindly download the app and purchase the material through the app. Okay? You'll get 1% extra. This syllabus is very essential for the aspirants, okay, who are preparing for upcoming CAIIB exam. Obviously, syllabus knowledge should be there. It is a backbone, isn't it? Many changes have been introduced in 2023. Sure, this is a new syllabus, 2023. Okay? What are the question types in CAIIB? Now look at this. Not only in CAIIB, mainly in BFM. In BFM, you have two types of questions. One is 1 mark questions and second is case studies. Okay, 1 mark and case studies. I think so. I might have given it over here. No. See this. There are 1 mark questions and then there are case studies. How many 1 mark questions are there? See here. Roughly case studies, as I told you earlier, are around 40 marks. Roughly 40 to 50 marks. Okay. Now 1 mark questions are remaining ones. 1 mark. These are remaining ones. Means whatever remains from 100. 100 minus this. Okay. So it will be around 50 to 60 marks. 1 mark questions. Okay. So these case studies also, when these case studies come, these case studies will be of two types. Either numerical or theory. Roughly out of this 40 or 50 marks, you get around 30 marks numerical. And remaining 10 or 20 marks, roughly 10 to 20 marks. Roughly theory. Okay? So case studies are of this sort. Numericals and theory. Now there are new type of questions which are asked. That is called as question without options. Question without options. Now what is this question without options? In question without options, you are not given any option. Only question is given and you have to type the answer on your own. Generally, it is a 1 number question. They generally ask you numericals in this. They don't ask you theory. They'll ask you numericals, where the answer is only 1 number. So questions without options are these, where you don't have any option. Okay? You have to prepare your own strategy. Strategy means we'll be giving this. Whenever we discuss this in our class at Adda 24/7, you'll be having the strategy, how to study. Mainly important in how to study is what not to study is very important. See here, what to study is very easy. What not to study is very important. So we'll help you with this. We help you with this. Those who have joined also, live classes, ebooks, tests, AI help. Okay, all these things are given. Now let's come to the actual core subject, BFM. BFM has 4 modules, as already shown to you. Module A, International Banking. Module B, Risk Management. Module C, treasury, and module D, balance sheet management. Now, one thing you note, the biggest modules are module A and module B, biggest. Okay. Module B is the toughest one. That's why I marked it star over here. Toughest one, very tough. Tomorrow we'll be starting this only, risk management. Okay. So toughest one. In risk management, again, I'll go through the chapter also. Okay. You have one chapter. I'll keep that chapter name as suspense. Very big chapter. Very, almost 70% of the portion is covered in this one chapter only. Then you have treasury and balance sheet. These are dependent on B. Already I have discussed this. Okay. Treasury management will give you the idea of treasury working. You'll see this in chapters. See here, let me show you the chapters. Okay. Everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 English channel also. English, Hindi, both the channels are there. Subscribe. Huh? See this module A. Module A is having basically 5 plus 5, 10 chapters. Okay. See the chapters, exchange rates and forex business. So here you have numericals. All the numericals are in this chapter only. First chapter only. First ball is 6R. Okay. Liberalized remittance scheme, LRS, and other remittance facilities for residents. Now this is theory topic, LRS. That $250,000 transfer outside. Other remittance facilities for residents. Okay, other remittance. Means what are the other ways of transferring? Correspondent bank and NRI account. So this third and fourth chapter, they are related to each other because documentary LC is also related to correspondent banking. NRI accounts are different. NRI accounts means there are 3-4 accounts: NRE, NRO, FCNR, RFC account. Okay. So these accounts are to be studied. Documentary LC. Documentary LC is basically the method of payment in international trade. Generally, in international trade is done via LCs only, where the buyer and the seller don't trust each other. So there documentary LC is used. Then you have facilities for exporters and importers. What are the facilities given by Government of India for exporters? Various subsidies. Okay, subsidies are covered over here. Then various for importers we cover this again the subsidies and the various things given, means various facilities given by the government. In GST also they give the facility in GST. Yeah, it is covered now, Shaiju. It will be covered in this. Okay, everything will be covered. Okay. So next, so facilities to exporters and importers, and then ECB, external commercial borrowing and foreign investment in India. External commercial borrowing. Okay, this is a loan, very big topic. A loan given to the Indian companies by foreign institutions. Foreign investment. What are the various types of foreign investments? It can be FDI, it can be FPI, it can be FCCB, it can be FCEB. Foreign currency convertible bonds. Risk in foreign trade. Now here the role of ECGC comes. ECGC means what? This Export Credit Guarantee Corporation. Okay? Export Credit Guarantee Corporation. So this ECGC will come in this, and it has got various policies. These policies are there for your studies. Policies are there for banks also, for customers also. Okay, these policies are covered. Then a role of Exim Bank, various institutions now, Exim Bank, RBI, Exchange Control, FEDI, FEMA, all these are covered. Okay, International Financial Service Center. Now this 9th, IFSC and GIFT City. This is the new topic which has been added, GIFT City. GIFT City is the promising future of our country, kindly note. IFSC also. Means what? These are like the SEZs. What are SEZs? Special Economic Zones. There only export is done. Here also export is done, but here only financial companies are there. No production is done. Okay? So that also you have to study. Then technology. Tech in international banking. All the online bankings. So here your module A ends. Online banking related to trade finance, not your retail banking. Otherwise, online banking means you feel that UPI, RTGS, NEFT, nothing. Trade finance, totally related to trade finance. Here you get EDPMS, IDPMS, means export data processing management system and import data processing management system. Then you have this EDI system of customs, that also you study. Then you have blockchain in trade finance. All this you will be getting. Very interesting topic. Very, very, very interesting. Okay. Then module B. Module B you have 11, 12, 13. This total there are 8 chapters, I think so. Yeah, 8 chapters. Risk and basic risk management framework. First chapter. All 3 are related to risk. Risk in banking business. Risk regulations in banking industry. Risk regulations in banking industry. This is the biggest chapter available in this CAIIB BFM module B. Biggest chapter, kindly note, biggest. It covers almost 70% of your portion. 70%. Okay. So risk regulation, very tough, very big. Market risk, credit risk, ops risk. These are simple ones. Not simple means once you understand risk regulation, this chapter on the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, you'll find it easy. Liquidity risk management. Now this topic is repeated. Here also 17 and you get it in module D also. See this module D, 29th chapter, liquidity management. You get it similar part. Okay. So liquidity risk management, it is covered here also and in module D also. Basel III framework. Now you'll have the latest Basel 3 guidelines, whichever are covered. Those will be over here. All this market risk, ops risk, then supervisory ratio, SREP. Okay, pillar 2. There are 3 pillars in Basel, kindly note. Minimum capital, SREP, and your balance sheet management. These are the 3 basically pillars of your Basel. Okay. So that will be, you'll be studying in details. Then you have treasury, module C. Now, as I told you, module C is dependent on module B. Introduction to treasury, treasury products. Now, these treasury products, look at this. Now, you'll have similar topics, 20, 21 and 24. Treasury products, international equity and debt products and derivative products. All these are products. So, you'll find some similarity in them. Then funding and regulatory aspects. Now here in 20, 21 and 24, you'll get all the derivative products plus other products of treasury. Mainly derivatives. These chapters focus on mainly derivatives. Then funding and regulatory aspects. Funding and regulatory means related to funding. Here you'll get again that NEFT, RTGS, various methods of payment. Treasury risk management. Risk management means risk related to treasury. Now here you get various types of risks. EOD risk, means end of the day risk, then daylight risk. That also you get. Then you get the deal risk. Then you get the dealer risk. Various types of risks. Everything's here. Majorly theory, but you have some numericals in this related to your repo rates. These numericals are over here. Derivative products. Already I have told you. Related to products, treasury and ALM, asset liability management. Now this is again theory. Sure, complete all these chapters are theory only over here. ALM, when you go for studying this 25th chapter, you'll find a similarity over here. Risk regulations and market risk, because ALM is mainly related to market risk, asset liability management. So you'll find a relationship over there. Even in this derivative products, you'll find a relationship in module A. Look at this. Module A, there is a topic. Documentary LC, there is a topic of derivatives. Inside here it is in this only. So there is a topic of derivatives. So that you'll find a similarity. Okay. All this. In fact, when you'll study this now, you'll find this 21, all these chapters, you'll find it repetition of module B many times. some part, because that's why I'm saying, once you are clear in these first 3 chapters, 11, 12, 13, then remaining everything is very easy. Okay, focus on this. Tomorrow we'll be starting with 11th chapter only. 11th chapter we'll be starting. Then module D. Module D, you have balance sheet management. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 chapters are there. Easy topic, very easy. Components of asset and liability in bank's balance sheet means all your liabilities and assets. Means what are your loans, what are your deposits, what are the borrowings of the banks, what are the various investments of the banks. These are covered over here. How to manage those investments, those things are covered. Capital adequacy Basel norms. Here, this topic is again repeated from this module B. Basel 3 framework. Look at this, 18th. Okay. So that's why I said module B is very important. Basel norms. Asset classification and provisioning norms. So this is related to your substandard asset, doubtful 1, doubtful 2. Then the provisioning, and also you have risk weight in this. Risk weight. Okay. Now understand this one important part. Asset classification means it's not only your NPA loans, but here we are also covering the loans of standard loans. Okay. Now why this risk is very important over here, I'll tell you at the end in the REROC, because all the BFM deals with risk only. Liquidity management. Now liquidity management means what? What is the current working capital in the banks? Every bank, every company faces the liquidity management crunch. Every company, let it be any big, any small, all of them face the liquidity crunch. But if this liquidity crunch grows higher, it grows beyond control, then there is bankruptcy. Okay, bankruptcy occurs when the liquidity management goes above a certain level. Then interest rate fund management. Interest rate fund management means it is totally related to repo rates and the government interest rates. How will you manage your bank's capital when the repo rate changes? Now you see the present situations are very drastic. Present, right now the situations. The world is changing very fast. Now you see in US, this Trump government has come. What decisions it will take, we don't know. If it takes some drastic decisions, then interest rates will be fluctuating heavily. If the interest rates fluctuate heavily, then the market risk for the bank increases hugely. That's why interest rate fund management will be the important topic in the coming years. REROC and profit planning. What is REROC? REROC means risk adjusted return on capital. Risk adjusted return on capital. In this risk adjusted return, what do you mean by this? Here, I'll give you simple logic. Suppose if you invest in okay, whenever you buy the bike, let's just give a simple example. Whenever you buy the bike, okay, so this bike will cost you around nowadays 1 lakh roughly. So 1 lakh will be the bike price, but also you'll have to pay for the insurance. Why are you paying for the insurance? To cover the risk. So this insurance cost will be added to your expenses, right? So this insurance cost which is added is known as the risk adjusted return. Insurance cost which is added, it will add up to your cost. Got it? So that is basically the risk adjusted return on capital. See, same thing happens in banks also. Okay, what do you mean by this? Look at this. In banks, suppose if I want to invest 1 lakh rupees, so I can invest in FDs. So if I invest in FDs, I'll get 7%. What is the risk involved in this? 0%. So no risk is involved. If I invest in FD, if I invest in mutual funds, then the returns might be 15%. But what is the risk involved? 8%, roughly. This is what I have just given the figures. So 8% is the risk. So what is my net returns? My net returns is 15 minus 8, 7%. So this is known as REROC, risk adjusted return on capital. If I invest in shares, then I might get 5%, 50%, 500%, any returns. And what is the risk? 15%. So this will be around, let's say 50% returns I get. 50% returns. So if I get 50% returns and my risk is 15%, then my net returns are what? 50 minus 15, 35%. Risk adjusted means you have to subtract the risk. See, here I won't be going into the details right now. Otherwise, you'll say you have started teaching. Okay. What are the methods? Means how do I teach? What are the ways I teach? Let's see few examples and then we'll stop for today. Look at this simple example. A bank holds the stock of company and wants to protect the downside risk on it. What do you mean by this? Holds the stock of company means I'm holding the stock of, let's say, Reliance, or I'm holding the stock of Infosys. Now there's a chance that Reliance might go down. Now you are seeing since last almost 3 months, Reliance stock is constantly down. It's not going up. So if somebody wants to protect such risk, downside risk, what should he do? So kindly remember, how do I teach? A simple formula I'll give you. Whenever you are long on stock, buy put option. What do you mean by long? Long means what? I'll buy the stock first and keep it with me, and when the price increases, I'll sell. That is known as long position. This position we always follow. All of us follow the same position. Generally, investors follow the same position. We buy the stock, keep it with us. When the price increases, we'll sell it. So that is known as long position. So whenever you are having a long position, buy a put option. Always buy a put option. See here, what is this put option? This is basically hedging. What do you mean by hedging? Covering your risk. Hedge means cover the risk. So whenever you are long on any commodity, see, stock is a commodity. Whenever you are long on any commodity, you will buy the put derivative. Whenever you are short on any commodity, you will buy the call derivative. What is long and short? Long already I explained you. I'll buy now first, buy first, sell later. Short means reverse. Sell first, buy later. When do I go for short? When I expect the market to go down. Suppose if I know Reliance price tomorrow today let's say it's 2500. Tomorrow Reliance will be, I know, 2400. So what will I do? I'll sell the shares today at 2500 and tomorrow when it will go to 2400, I'll buy it. So that is known as short position. Whenever you are short on any commodity, you have to buy the call option. Kindly note, call is reverse. That's why it's called as hedging. These positions are reverse positions. So whenever you are long on commodity, long on stock, buy the put option. Whenever you are short on stock, buy the call option. So the answer in this will be buy the put option. Why? Because I am holding the stock of company. Holding means what? I have purchased it. So what purchase means what? BFSL. Buy first, sell later. So it's a long. So I'll buy a put derivative. Right? The main purpose of capital adequacy norms is to ensure that the bank has sufficient capital to. Capital adequacy norms means what? CRAR. CRAR means what? Capital to risk weighted asset ratio. You'll have this in module B. Complete module B is based on CRAR only. CRAR is of two types. Kindly note. 9% is the minimum CRAR. Plus you add CCB 2.5%. Capital conservation buffer. You are having all these things in studies now. So CRAR is of two types. Tier 1 capital, Tier 2 capital. 7%, 2%. 7% for Tier 1, Tier 2 is 2%. Again, this Tier 1 is of two types. CET1, Common Equity Tier 1 and Additional Tier 1. So 5.5% is a minimum ratio for CET1 and Additional Tier 1 is 1.5. So what is the purpose? Provide loans, repay the depositors. Purpose of this CRAR. Provide stable resource to absorb any losses arising from the risk in the business. So CRAR is kept, or this capital adequacy is kept to absorb the losses only, so that my company doesn't become bankrupt. Okay? Last question for today. A bank borrows USD for 3 months at 2.5% and swaps the same in INR for 3 months for deployment in CPs at 5.5%. The 3 months premium on USD is 0.75%. The margin generated by the bank in this transaction is very simple, but all of you will get confused. Look at this numerical. Can anyone tell me the answer? Bank borrows USD for 3 months at 2.5% and puts the same in CP for 5.5%. Means it is borrowing in dollars and it is investing in rupees. CPs, commercial paper. Commercial papers are in rupees in our country. So this bank is borrowing in dollars and investing in rupees at 5.5%. But there's a premium involved to the dollar. So how will solve this? Can anyone give me the answer? I'll give you the answer immediately. First you try. What is the margin generated by the bank? Let me see. What is the margin generated by the bank? Anyone? Let me see. When I'll solve this, you'll say, so easy it is. It's actually easy. Very easy. Very easy. Okay, I'll solve this and then show you. 2.5, 2.75, roughly. Yes, correct, Deepali. Very good. It's 2.25, not 75. See this. The bank is borrowing at what rate? 2.5% dollar. Borrowing means it is giving this interest. Okay, borrow. So 2.5%. But there's a premium involved, 0.75%. Premium means what? It has to pay extra. What do you mean the premium? Buying the picture ticket, movie ticket in black, that is known as premium, isn't it? So that is premium. So 2.5 plus 0.75. This is the amount which the bank is paying. How much is it getting? 5.5% CPs. It is putting this money in FDs, you can call it. Call it FD. FD at 5.5%. So it is getting 5.5. So what is the net increment? 5.5 minus 3.25. So 5.5 minus 3.25 is 2.25 or 2.75. 5.5, 4.5, 3.5, no, 2.25. Okay, even I had written 2.75. Okay, Deepali, just correct this. It's 2.25. Okay, so your logic is very correct. You have got it correct. Okay, it is 2.25. 5.5 minus 3.25. Okay, got it, everyone? Such are the numericals. Now this was a tricky one. Similar numericals will be having, very difficult ones also. I'll be teaching them. No worries about this. Okay, but from tomorrow we'll be having the class. I think so. Tomorrow is Saturday, na? You have a off, right? 4th Saturday. Mostly I'm planning to keep one extra class on Saturday. When are you free? Tomorrow morning you are free, na? 7 to 8. 6 to 7 is our ABM class. 7 to 8, I don't think so any class is there of yours. Okay, 7 to 8. You don't have any class, na? 7 to 8 in the morning. You are free. So we'll try to cover one class tomorrow, 7 to 8 in the morning. Okay? So, chalo. Bye from my side for today. Okay? Let's meet tomorrow morning, ABM, 6 a.m. Okay? Chalo, bye. Everyone, those who are watching on YouTube, kindly join the classes SR because only 1 or 2 classes are free. Afterwards, you'll be having the paid version. Okay? And if you miss out on module B, any important, first 3 chapters are very important. If you miss out, don't miss chapter 1 to 3. Don't miss at all. Very difficult. Huh? Chapter 3, that risk regulations, is very, very, very tough topic. Chalo. Bye everyone. Let's meet tomorrow. Thanks. Bye. I'll share a WhatsApp group also. I've prepared a WhatsApp group on which you can ask the questions also. Okay? I'll share it tomorrow. चलो बाय एवरीवन.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Check your windows. We are about to land in Prayagraj, the Mahakumbh Nagari, flying over the spiritual Sangam Ghat, where the holy Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati rivers meet, offering blessings to all. My co-pilot, Mr. Anvish Patel, just shared an exciting fact. This is the Purna Mahakumbh, happening after 144 years. So what's the plan after landing? Of course, a holy dip for all of us. Let's be part of history before we become history. It's a once-in-a-lifetime blessing. Dear passengers, this is not just a journey, it's a spiritual experience with the world's largest gathering of Hindus. Let's take blessings from the Naga sadhus and feel the divine energy of the Mahakumbh. Welcome to Prayagraj. Get ready for your holy dip. The flight will not take off without completing our spiritual journey. Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Mahadev.
रेणुका